decided to come home.
I'm sorry I'm late, Paul.
How long does it take a body to drive to Virginia City and back?
Paul, I hurried, I promise.
Very honest, I did. Just 1 minute. Now, what are you so awful busy about?
Ain't busy, Paul.
Well, did you bring the mail?
Yes, sir. It's out there in the buckboard.
Did that letter arrive from Carson City?
Gee, I reckon, Paul. I didn't even look.
What's that?
It's just a little something I had up in the room. If you don't mind, Paul, I gotta be going.
Wait a minute. You just got home.
I gotta go see somebody, Paul.
Hoss, may I remind you we're short-handed? Your brothers are away?
I'll be back. I'll be right back.
I'll be back. I'll be right back. Is it all right if a father knows where his son is headed, or is that too much to ask?
No, sir. First of all, I'm going over to the Tyree place. Paul, he's a friend of mine.
Yes,
He ain't always been like he is, Paul. I remember one time you said, I'm proud to have a man like Wade Tyree for a neighbor.
Yes, that's true. And we all try to help him, and he's in love with a whiskey bottle.
That little gal from back east hadn't jilted him and married that other feller.
No, Hoss. Is that an excuse for a grown man? Doesn't that prove he's a weakling?
Paul, Wade Tyree ain't a weakling. He was crazy about that little gal. He'll get back on the right road.
Oh, and you're the good Samaritan who's going to help him out of the ditch.
Paul, I remember one time, you and me worked a half a day with a block and tackle pulling a maverick steer out of a ditch. I figure Wade Tyree's at least as good as a maverick steer. Get him. Hey, Wade! Wade? Hey, Wade. 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 You all right? You're acting mighty leisurely for a man that's got so much to do. How come you ain't out working?
I'm a drunk, Hoss. Drunks don't have to work. It's empty and I'm still sober.
Wade, I've been trying to tell you for months that boozing just ain't gonna get it.
Oh. But you're wrong, Hoss. It keeps everything nice and hazy, and that's just the way I like it.
Oh, come on. Probably find you another gal one of these days. Fall in love. Might even marry her.
I'll never make the same mistake again.
Well, I can't hang around here all day. I just thought I'd drop by and see if you needed anything from town.
What would I need in town? Unless maybe you can find me a greenhorn and I could sell this place to for a few dollars.
Stage just came in. You want to go in and check it?
Nah, I'm not likely to find that greenhorn. You won't buy me any booze, and everybody else knows I'm broke.
I might buy you a drink.
What?
Yeah. Sure. I ain't gonna go in there with you looking like that. You need a shave. Go on.
Oh. Yeah, all right, I guess I could shave for a drink.
Let's go over here to the hotel a minute. I got some business.
I thought you said we was gonna have a drink.
Well, a minute. First, I got some business. Come on over and help me with it.
Well, let's have a drink first.
We'll get it in a minute. Now, come on.
Who's that?
It's a little gal I met on the stagecoach this morning. Now, come on over and say hello to her.
Oh, I want to get down.
Come on, come on. Hi, Bonnie.
Oh, you're back, Mr. Haas.
Yeah, I told you I would be, and I brought a good friend of mine. This here is Wade Tyree. Say hello, Wade.
Hello.
Oh, here comes Mama.
Hey, what's this all about, Hoss?
Well, nothing to get excited about. It's just a lady and a little girl I met on the stagecoach this morning. Will Jeffries was supposed to pick them up here.
Jeffries? What kind of a woman would want to meet that polecat?
Well, she came all the way from Illinois now.
Mr. Cartwright, I'm so glad to see you again.
Hi, ma'am. I hope I wasn't too long.
No, I've been resting in my room. The trip was more tiring than I'd realized.
Didn't seem to get little Bonnie down too much.
Mr. Haas, is that a real Indian?
He sure is. Come on over here and sit down. Oh, excuse me, Miss Hinton. This is a good friend of mine, an old and dear friend, Wade Tyree. Wade, Miss Hinton.
How do you do, Mr. Tyree?
Hello, ma'am.
Mr. Cartwright, didn't you find Mr. Jeffries?
Well, ma'am, Wade and me were just talking about
Were you a
Jeffries.
friend of Will's, Mr. Tyree?
Me? No, ma'am. You a relative of his?
To tell the truth, I came out from Illinois to marry him. Mr. Tyree, do you...
Mr. Jeffries ain't in town, ma'am.
Well, then, where is he?
He left town last week. He married a widow with money and moved to California.
Mommy, how are we going to marry him if he moved to California?
Hush, Bonnie.
Mr. Jeffries ain't a man to be trusted, man. Never was.
But he wrote to me. I have his letters. Well, you see, I met him back in Illinois last year. We've been corresponding ever since. Well, I sold everything we had, sent him the money to buy us a little farm. What are we going to do?
I don't know. There's a stage leaving for back east tomorrow.
I can't go back. Even if I had the money, I can't, or I won't.
Well, under the circumstances,
Mr. Tyree, I came from a small Midwestern town. Everybody knows everything about everybody else. Now, I won't go back there and be snickered at or clucked over.
yeah, I certainly understand, ma'am. I sure am sorry. Well, look, there's something I got to take care of. I'll see you later. Excuse me, please.
Bonnie, you take real good care of your mommy. I'll be back in a minute now. Hardly any time to be boozing, Wade.
Get away from me, you... Look, I know what you're trying to do, and forget it. Besides that, you promised me this drink.
Yep, sure did. If you wanted it.
Well, I want it.
No, you don't. Not when there's folks in trouble.
They ain't my folks. Hit me again, Sam.
Wade, don't do it.
Hit me again, Sam.
Wade.
Now, look, climb out of my hair, hoss, and let me get drunk all by myself.
You can't afford it, Wade. Think about that poor little gal in there.
Hoss, will you go away? I ain't no nursemaid.
No, you ain't. You're a man, Wade. And you can't force a man to do something he don't want to do.
Well, that's for sure.
There's something else for sure. Those folks have got to have a roof over their head. I'm going to take them out to Ponderosa. The least you could do is give me a little bit of help.
Well, all right. Promise me you'll drop him by my place first.
Here it is, Wade's place. Ain't it nice?
Oh, it's nice, Mommy. It's nice.
Yes, it is, dear.
Just like I told you, ma'am. A lot of nice families and big ranches have come from homesteads just like this one, right, Wade?
Well, plenty of them failed, too.
Oh, not if they had the right folks working them.
Hadn't you ought to get started? It's getting kind of late.
Probably have one of the biggest, nicest places in this whole part of the country. I don't know whether it's what you had pictured in Illinois or not, but...
Mr. Cartwright, I do hope you don't think I'm the sort of person who would just...
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I just thought that you might be a little disappointed or something.
It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, I reckon we had, Wade. We'll see you tonight at dinner. Wade's coming over to Ponderosa for dinner tonight.
I got things to do, Hoss.
Why, Wade, you mean you don't want to have dinner with Miss Abigail here and little Bonnie?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Good. See you at 8 o'clock, Wade. Get up.
Bye, Mr. Curry.
Miss Hinton, this is my Paul Ben Cartwright.
Welcome, Mrs. Hinton. My son and I are very happy to have you both here.
Well, I do hope this isn't an imposition, Mr. Cartwright. Your son assured us it would...
Hoss was perfectly right. Now, I know you've had a long journey. You must be exhausted. Would you like to rest before dinner?
Well, yes, I am rather weary. I'm afraid we both are.
Why don't I show you up to your room?
Hoss, why don't you let Hobson do that?
All right.
This way, Mrs.
Fine. Thank you.
What do you think of them, Paul?
Hoss, ever since I can remember, you've been bringing home strays. Now, if it wasn't a motherless calf, it was a stray dog or a stray cat or a bird with a broken wing.
Well, Paul, somebody's got to look after them.
Yeah, somebody's got to look after them, and it always turns out to be you.
Well, Paul, it's me only because I was the one that found them. I found them stranded in town this morning, right at the stage. They just fresh off of it. Will Jeffries is supposed to have met them there.
Will Jeffries? That woman was coming here to meet that cheap gambler?
Oh, Paul, she didn't know nothing about him. She didn't know what kind of man he was. Oh, it'll work out. It'll be all right, I promise you. Oh, Hop saying. A very special dinner tonight. And set places for 5.
Very special dinner. 5 places. Yes, Mr. Hoss.
Right.
Wait a minute, Hobson. 2 Cartwrights and 2 Hintons. That makes 4. You have a surprise waiting for me outside?
Well, as a matter of fact, Paul, I invited Wade Tyree to dinner tonight.
You invited Wade Tyree. Thank you, Hobson. Now, just exactly what is that individual going to contribute to your little party?
Now, wait a minute, Paul. Wade's sober today.
Huh?
And besides, I think Miss Hinton might kind of like him.
Oh, she's already met him.
Yeah.
And who was it that introduced them? You?
Yeah, and they hit it off just like that, all three of them.
Yeah, just like that. Huh?
Yeah.
And now my good Samaritan friend is going to have a nice little dinner party for them all here. You listen to me, Hoss.
Mama's crying.
You still want me to turn my back on them, Paul? Hey, Bonnie, I bet you never tasted any ice cream as good as old Hop Sings, have you?
This is scrumptious, Mr. Hoss.
We got a scrumptious cook.
Not scrumptious, Mr. Hoss. Chinese. More ice cream, ma'am?
No, I couldn't eat another bite, thank you.
What's the matter with your appetite, Wade?
That's all I want, thanks.
Hey, Paul, you know, for a feller that's only been out here 5 years, old Wade has put together a pretty nice place, hasn't he? Nice herd.
Yes, I believe you did mention that.
Hey, Wade, you remember Jack Hastings' wedding? He married this little gal. She was a mail-order bride. And, oh, excuse me, Paul. Anyhow, she cried all night the night of the dance. Remember, Wade? Never thought it'd work out. Fact is, right now they got one of the nicest places in the whole country. 5 great big old healthy strong sons and a big herd of cattle. They're doing fine.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Oh, Bonnie? Why don't you and I go out in the kitchen and see if Hop Sing has any more of that scrumptious ice cream?
All right, Mr. Cartwright.
Wade.
Not a word, not one single word. Just leave bad enough alone.
All right. There's a door over there, Wade. Why don't you go on out of it? Go as far as you like. Go all the way back to New Hampshire if you want to. But let me tell you something, mister. Everybody needs somebody. You can't blame me for remembering that with your bare hands you cleared 160 acres. Built that house, the barn, the corral.
That's all in the past.
Means nothing. Then why didn't you clear out? Why didn't you go on back to New Hampshire when that little gal jilted you? What are you doing still sticking around here?
Whiskey don't do its best unless you got a home to drink it in.
If that's what you want to do, if that's all you want to make out of your life, you go right ahead and do it. But you first of all go out there and tell that little gal that I made a real big bad mistake. You tell her that you ain't no good for her. You go tell her that.
Well, it sure is a pretty night, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The stars seem so close out here.
I want to apologize for the way Hoss has been talking me up.
I'm sure he means well.
Yeah, Hoss is a good friend. Well, he hasn't told you everything. Well, the truth is, before you get any wrong impressions, well, for the past 3 months, I've been nothing but a common drunk.
Mr. Tyree, you don't have to tell me all this.
Yes, I do. Well, the point is that I'm no prize, and well, you see, my homestead, it's no mansion. It sure gets lonely.
People can get lonely anywhere.
I suppose Hoss told you about that girl I had back east I had my heart set on. Supposed to join me out here. Well, I was wrong.
Sort of makes us two of a kind, doesn't it?
That's what I was thinking.
Mr. Tyree. Exactly what are you trying to say to me?
Well, I've been thinking that maybe you and your little girl and me.
You mean marriage? But I don't love you, Mr. Tyree. Right now, there's no love in my heart for anybody.
Me neither. But you can't go back. You've never seen the inside of my cabin. It's fixed up real pretty for a bride.
I don't know what to say. That mail order bride Hoss was talking about at the dinner table is that true?
Yeah, it sure is. Out here in this country, we don't have time for courtship and such. I've seen a lot of those mail order weddings that worked out pretty good.
You know so many tricks, Mr. Hoss.
Yes, sir. And I learned every one of them from Hop Sing.
Only Hop Sing do them all right way, not wrong way.
Let me show you another. Here, you take the handkerchief and you fold it over like a diaper.
Mr. Cartwright?
Yes, Wade.
Well, Abigail and me got something we'd like to tell you and Hoss.
Yes, we're going to be married.
That's great, Wade. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Son of a gun.
Wishes to you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Tyree, are you going to be my daddy?
It sure looks that way, Bonnie.
Hey, Wade, got something here for you.
Well, I'll be doggone. Where'd you get this? I threw it away 3 months ago.
I figured the time would come when you'd be needed again, so I've been hanging on to it for you. Having troubles?
Oh, Hoss, I'm so glad to see you.
How are you, Miss Abigail?
Oh, I don't know. It seems to take me forever.
Well, we'll soon remedy that. Stand right over there. Where's that husband of yours?
Well, he went into town to cash the bank draft for our cattle.
Yeah, he sold them, huh?
The ones that got through the winter. Better than market prices, too.
You sell him that Denver buyer he's telling me about?
I don't know, Hoss. I'm afraid I'll never learn to chop wood.
What's the matter, ma'am? You worried about making the change from a city gal to a farm wife?
Oh, you're right. I am worried. Oh, Hoss, it's a hard country, and it's pretty lonely.
Yeah, it is for everybody at first, though, Abigail.
If a couple's newly together, it's even more so. At first, you've got the discovery of each other. After a time, you begin to look for a sign, something, a yardstick to measure your partnership by. For us, Wade and me, there's not much to show. We lost a lot of cattle, and I don't know, the whole thing's a mess.
Now, listen here. Don't you start blaming yourself for a hard winter. I mean, Wade ain't made no complaints about you, has he?
Oh, no. Oh, no, Hoss. Wade's a good man. He's provided for Bonnie and me. It's just that it's taken a lot out of him. I can see that.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're just making worries for yourself.
Maybe. But I can't forget something, Hoss. Marrying me. For Wade, that was like a shotgun wedding, and no man likes that feeling, does he?
I reckon not. You said he got better than market price for his cattle now. Everything can't be all bad then, can it?
Maybe you're right. Hoss, how would you like to have dinner with us and help us celebrate, huh?
I'd be right proud to, Miss Tyree, if you'll let me earn it.
Gladly.
Hey, hello, Wade. We've been waiting for you.
Hoss is going to have dinner with us. Help us celebrate.
Where's my bottle?
I put it away.
Then get it, I want it.
All right.
Abigail said she thought you'd come home a rich man.
Oh, shut up, Hoss. Here, give me that. Well, I reckon I'm entitled to that. It's my whole winter's pay, a bottle of rot gut. That Denver buyer gave it to me to seal the bargain.
Something's wrong, Wade. What is it?
I gave away my cattle, that's what's wrong. I pulled them through the worst winter we've ever had. Through blizzards and fighting wolves, and then I give them away.
That Denver cattle buyer swindled you, huh?
Well, there ain't enough money in the bank to cover that draft.
Oh, Wade. Well, can you get the cattle back?
I told you they're gone. No, we can't get them back.
Wait a minute, that's nonsense. All we gotta do is get a judge and get some papers.
A week I've been all this time. That Denver buyer sold the cattle to somebody else and then skipped town. The judge says all I can do is sue him. But you know how long and how much money that'll take.
Oh, Wade.
Wait a minute.
Wade.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
Hoss, it's...
Miss Abigail, it ain't all that bad. Wait a minute. Wait, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stake you again, and I'll get Paul to give you some stock.
I don't want your stock. You've done enough. In fact, this whole miserable thing is your fault.
My fault?
Yeah. If you'd left me alone that day and let me gone out and got dead drunk and flat broke, I might have hired out for $30 a month and found. No more homesteading. No more worries. Instead, thanks to you, I got a woman and a child that don't even want and can't even feed.
That's about enough, Wade. He didn't mean that, Miss Abigail. I promise you he didn't mean it. Sometimes when a feller gets cheated or chiseled, he just didn't mean it, that's all. Wade.
Oh, I don't want to listen, Hoss. 6 months ago, you told me if I didn't give up drinking, I'd wind up with nothing. Well, I did quit drinking, and I still got nothing. Except a family I can't support.
And that's exactly why you ain't gonna give up. You know it.
Nothing I do turns out right.
Look, Wade, ranching ain't the only way to make a living off of the land. If you planted a crop right now, you'd have it ready for harvest by fall.
What kind of crop?
Vegetables.
Vegetables? What kind of vegetables?
Any kind of vegetables. Sweet corn, potatoes, tomatoes, lettuce, cabbage, anything that you could sell to the restaurants in town. Look, Wade, I'll buy the seed for you, and I'll help you plant it. Wade, you can't give up now.
Guess I do owe Bonnie and Abigail something. All right, Hoss, I'll take you up. Nothing else I can do.
Come on. Hey, Paul. Need some help?
Where have you been?
I've been back over to Tyree's place.
Again? Quick, wait on that. Let it down. Hoss? How long is this going to go on? First you give them the seed, and then you plant the crop. How long is this going to go on?
Paul, you yourself told me that a neighbor was supposed to help a neighbor.
That's right. What are you going to do? You're going to harvest the crop for him, too, and then sell the crop for him?
Already have, Paul. I talked to Silver Dollar Restaurant in town to contract in all of his fresh produce. And, Paul, I promised him I'd help him harvest it. I can't just let him down.
There's going to be any harvest.
Oh, he's got a good crop, Paul.
Hoss, we haven't had a drop of rain hereabouts in over a month. Doesn't look as if we're going to have any. I've seen dry spells before. They can be pretty disastrous.
Yeah. It'll rain. It's gotta.
Wade,
What do you want?
we brought you some water.
Here, take some. You?
No. Oh, it's so hot, dry.
It's the worst summer I've ever seen.
Isn't there a chance of rain?
Look at that sky. There's not a rain cloud up there. Just that sun beating down day after day. I don't think it'll ever rain again.
Hoss Cartwright says
I don't care what Hoss says. Crops die without water. Well, there's nothing else I can do here. Let's go back to the house.
Mama, come look! Look, Mama!
Whoop, ho, ho. How about some water? I got tired of waiting for it to rain, decided we'd do a little irrigating.
Too late, Hoss. It won't work.
I ain't got time to argue with you, Wade. Will you tell him, Abigail?
Wait. We can't let the crops die. Come on.
Give me a hand, please. Here we go. We'll be out in the cornfield if you change your mind, Wade. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Thank you. Miss Abigail, why don't you slow down a little bit? You're pushing yourself way too hard. I can't, Hoss.
Well, that's the end of it. I reckon I'll have to ride back to Ponderosa and get some more. And then what?
You know as well as I do, Hoss, it'll take a rain to save this crop.
Now, you listen to me.
Mama, please! Mama, please, please!
I'll take her to the wagon.
No, don't touch her! Starlight, don't touch her! You don't want us, you hate us! You hate us and I hate you!
Come on, honey. Take Miss Abigail back to the house. I'll go get the doctor.
Doctor's in there looking at her now. He told me to wait out here.
How's Bonnie?
She's asleep now. I covered her up.
Look, Wade, you're dead on your feet. Why don't you get some rest? You're gonna need it for tomorrow's work. I'll get the water over here first thing in the morning.
What for? I don't care anything about that crop now.
Don't you talk like that. Dadgummit, you got me, you got anything I got. Money in my two hands. You know you can depend on me.
Oh, I've been a rotten husband, Hoss. And a worse father. I gave everything I had to this place. And gave them nothing. That Bonnie, she hates me. That child just hates me.
That ain't so. She didn't mean what she said. She was just wrought up. Little young'un was dog-tired.
Well, Doc,
Your wife needs rest, Tyree, but she's in no danger.
what seems to be ailing her? Working out the sun too long?
That didn't help any. Anyway, you can go see her now.
Thanks, Doc.
Look, Doc, is there anything I can do?
Well, I doubt if Mrs. Tyree will get the rest she needs here. Not with that little girl to take care of.
Yeah, I could take him out to Ponderosa. At least she wouldn't have to do any housework or cooking out there.
It's certainly advisable, Hoss. I'll see you.
Right.
Gave us quite a scare.
I'm sorry.
He's kind of all worn out.
Poor baby.
You know, Abigail, this is no place for a young kid. Truth is, I've been thinking.
Wade.
Huh?
I'm going to have a child. Wade?
Company all bedded down for the night?
Yeah. Little one's sound asleep. She's all tuckered out.
What about Abigail?
Sitting up feeling better. Wants to talk to Wade. You know where he is?
By the barn? What about his crop?
Oh, I think we could probably save enough of it that he could scrape by, maybe.
Well, you know, we'd all be happy to pitch in. But, it's his decision.
Yeah, I know. But it seems like that.
Remember what I said?
Hoss.
Wade, Abigail wants to talk to you.
Oh, good. Now, look, I want you to come along with me and hear what I got to tell her.
What are you going to tell her?
Never mind, just come on along, will you? Are you feeling any better? Abigail, I got something I want to tell you.
I've got something I want to tell you.
Well, let me finish. I want to tell you this while I get it all straight in my mind. I want Hoss to hear it, too. Abigail, well, you married the wrong man. It's simple as that. Like I was telling Hoss, I've been a poor husband and a worse father. And I don't blame Bonnie at all for hating me.
Oh, now, come on, Wade. You know she didn't mean that. That little gal doesn't hate you.
Oh, she hates me. She hates me. I'll never win her trust again.
Sure you will. You never lost it. Did he, Abigail?
What else have you got to tell me, Wade?
Well, I know when I'm licked. Call it quits.
But Wade, what about your wife and little Bonnie?
I'm going to send them back to Illinois.
Well, if that ain't the dangest fool thing I ever heard of in my life.
I've got my mind made up. But I'll still need your help, Hoss.
What kind of help?
I need the loan of some money to get them back there and keep them going until I can pay for their support.
You figure that's the right thing to do? I mean, with a new little one coming on, all right?
Do I get the money or don't I?
If that's the way you want it.
Well, it's the only way. They can go as soon as Abigail feels like she's strong enough to travel.
Well, I'll have no part of it. I'm going to wake up Bonnie and we're going home.
Home? What do you mean? The house?
What other home do we have?
Well, Abigail, there's nothing there. Crops are dying, there's no cattle, there's nothing.
Oh, Wade, all your hopes and dreams, they're there. Well, that homestead's as much mine now as it is yours. If you choose to leave, then go. But I'm not quitting. I'm staying. I'll get Bonnie.
That's a way to talk, Abigail. And I'll be out there to help you all I can, too.
Oh, no, you won't, Hoss Cartwright. I don't want another favor from you ever. Do you understand?
Abigail, what are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about. You've cut my husband down to nothing with your interference, forcing your help on him.
Forcing it?
Yes, I said forcing it. Well, just remember this, Hoss Cartwright. You're not going to do that to Wade Tyree's wife and children. We're going to make that homestead work. Why, Wade built that house with his own two hands. He cleared and plowed our land without your help, and I guess we can do it, too.
Abigail,
Wait a minute, you let my wife talk.
Yes. He's no doormat for anybody. He can stand on his own 2 feet. He doesn't need you or anybody else to prop him up.
You're doggone right. All I need is my wife and family.
And another thing, Hoss Cartwright, you... What did you say?
I said all I need is my wife and family.
Oh, Wade, Bonnie loves you. All she needs is for you to let her know that you love her. Go upstairs and wake her up and we'll go home.
All right.
What's the matter, son?
People. I just don't understand them. Confusing.
Strange thing about people. They wouldn't be much fun any other way. Rain's coming.
Hoss, it's going to rain.
I have nothing to do with it. I ain't responsible for this.